Welcome to Green Talk by Green Care Solutions here on KCAA, NBC Radio, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. This is a cannabis-friendly and educational show. You must be 21 years of age to listen. Today, we have the producer and recording artist, Borgeous, also known as John Borger, on the show. But before we have him on, we're going to explain to you what Green Talk is all about.
My name's Brian Gonzalez with Green Care Solutions, and just like what Unitza said, Green Talk is a cannabis-friendly and educational show. You must be 21 years of age to listen. Follow us on Instagram at Green Care Solutions 420, as well as our websites, greencaresolutions.com and greentalknews.com.
Yes. So now let's get in the show. Everyone, I'm Unitza Munoz, and here with my wonderful co-host, Brian Gonzalez. And I'm really excited that we have a really, really amazing producer and recording artist, also a friend of mine, John Borger, on the show, also known as Borgeous. Thank you so much for taking the time and being on Green Talk.
Welcome.
You're like, Yeah, so thank you, because you're in Vegas right now, correct? That's where you live?
Yep.
Yes. And you're going to your Asia tour in like about 5 hours, right?
Yeah, like 6-7 hours. I'll be taking off here to China.
Nice. Now you've been as a recording artist now for over 7 years, and you've done very well for yourself. One of your hit songs was Tsunami, which just kind of blew up extremely fast. Did you ever expect this becoming like your journey exploding into what it is now?
Yes and no, I guess. I maybe yes, but not as quick as it did, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I work pretty hard at it, and hopefully in life, when you work hard, hopefully things go the way they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I expected it to happen in some way or fashion. I just didn't expect it to happen as quickly as it did. I think I just got a little lucky.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like it's like talent and luck. Sometimes people get lucky, but then they don't have the talent. So it was like a good combination in many sense.
Persistence for sure. What got you into, what age did you start wanting to DJ? Because I know it kind of blew up early 2010s, because I used to live in Vegas for 6 years. So, I mean, I'm all about that EDM, you know what I mean? So what year did you kind of start?
Like DJing, like full time, like doing it for real.
Yeah.
Like in like 12.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then before that, I was doing music, but not DJing. And I lived in LA for a while. And then I was kind of in the music scene there as far as like nightlife goes. And that kind of got me interested into it.
Mm-hmm.
I started going to festivals and like meeting people and stuff. And that's kind of what like segued into it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first major festival that you actually played at that you were excited and probably / nervous as well?
I think it was my first. What was it? I guess you can call it a festival. It was a festival called Life in Color. They don't do it really that much anymore, but it's a festival called Life in Color. It was my first show ever, actually, which is crazy.
Oh.
It was in Philly, and it was like my first show ever was a festival.
Wow.
Like, I mean, not my first show ever. Like my first show is like as like with a song out and like
Yeah, absolutely.
with somebody was a festival.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you were producing and creating the song Tsunami, like what was that process like? Because being a DJ is so different in the sense of like maybe other people that are recording artists, like singers or rappers, because you're literally mixing the beats to try to like create from scratch, like this whole different kind of realm, and you have to get the energy of everybody going. Did that like what inspired you? Just like chug a bunch of Red Bulls and just get it done, or did it take like months? Did it take a day, months? I don't know.
Tsunami particularly, that was done just like late night drunk, to be honest.
Yeah.
On a laptop. Wasn't even like in a studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, it was kind of a shell of a song. And then the next day, I hit up my friends Dubs, Alex and Chris, and they helped finish up the song. And we put Alex's vocals on it for the Tsunami vocal, and then it was just done.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a 2-day process.
Was there any specific inspiration behind the song, or was you were just playing with the beat?
At that time, Animals, I think Mark Garrick's song was pretty big. So,
absolutely.
We were just kind of not really basing it off that, but like that like big room vibe. Or the inspiration was kind of probably from Animals, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Well, your song made it to the top 10 of like dance music on the Billboard, so it was pretty cool. Just hit so hard. What's cool about John is that he grew up in Florida, then moved to LA, and now he's in Vegas. And now just traveling the world. Funny thing, so when I used to work in LA, we used to work together.
Oh,
and
awesome.
one day John was like, "Hey, you know, I'm putting my 2-week notice. I'm going to pursue my music career." And I was like, "That's really cool. Like, go get it." And then I haven't talked to him for like a year, and I see like a billboard on like Sunset Boulevard. I was like, "Oh my God, John."
That's fun. Yeah, Supper Club.
Yeah, we worked at Supper Club together.
Oh, wow.
Yes, 2012 or something. Maybe it was 2011, something like that. But I mean, like I said, talent, right? Because there in life, you can always be given opportunities, but if you don't have the talent, the opportunity doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Do you have a residency in Vegas or anything, or you just kind of always get booked all the time?
I've lived here for 6 years now. When I first moved here, I played at Dre's for like a year and a half.
Okay.
And then I went to Marquee for another year. And then now I've been at Hakkasan and Omni for like 3 years.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, because you're going to Asia, then you're going to be in Omni October 15th.
Yep, in Vegas. Yeah.
Okay, very, very cool. So for everybody that's listening, like, where can they get your tickets? Obviously, I'm sure like Eventbrite, or like, can they also just go to your website directly?
Yeah, Borgeous.com has like music, videos, tickets, merchandise, everything. Pretty much the one-stop shop.
So you're always on tour, right? And you're always just like full of energy. Everybody that knows you and that follows you in the space of music, they know that you provide like a show entertainment. Like, you jump on stage, you're full of energy. Now, what is the recovery process after that? Because like Brian here, we have like CBD and hemp we want to give you next time you're in California. So next time you're like, "Man, I'm just exhausted," or I don't know, I'm just like been jumping on stage for like a whole month already. Yeah. Aches and pains.
Yeah, I mean, after 6 years now, my body's kind of used to it. But yeah, there's definitely like times where I do like maybe like 4 or 5 shows in a week, or like 2 or 3 shows in a day. And then by the end of it, my body is just like, stop.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a hard time, sleeping at different times. Cause I'm sure you got to,
different time zones.
Yeah, I'm sure you got to time that out too, right?
I used to drink vodka Red Bulls a lot when I first started DJing, just to kind of like take the edge off and like keep me awake. But then I literally cut out energy drinks, like completely, or not energy drinks, I would say, but I cut out Red Bull. Yeah. Probably like maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that stuff can definitely just give you anxiety. Yeah, we have like some CBD that we're going to give you when you're in town. The CBD tinctures are pretty cool. I don't know if you want to explain them briefly.
Yeah, it just, I mean, we have all variety. Everything on our CBD products are all hemp derived, not cannabis. So it's actually going to be under the legal limit. And it just, I use it for a lot of it's for anti-inflammatory. Cause I mean, I beat up my body all the time at the gym, working out and everything. And just like the tinctures and the topicals, it literally the recovery is just amazing. I mean, I never had that kind of thing with anything like in the past. If I would take, Advil or anything like that, like I wouldn't see any improvement. But now, I mean, this has allowed me to do things I haven't been able to do in 15 years. And also it helps you sleep at night, kind of relaxes you. So
yeah, I have a lot of friends that use CBD a lot. I have a CBD pen.
Yeah, those are really cool. We have the tinctures and we have like the vape pens.
Yeah, we have vape juice, that's CBD, that you can put in like a vape mod, or if you want to do the typical, screw on the battery and everything, we have full spectrum. We have strawberry lemonade and Bubba Kush on that as well. So
Bubba Kush.
Yeah, got to have the, because a lot of people that want to have that cannabis taste but want to have it in CBD, we got that for everybody as well.
And I know that you're not like a big THC because you're always like working. But for a lot of your friends, we also are going to give you some THC the THC
cartridges,
vapes and cartridges as well. And we have pre-rolls for you as well.
Yeah.
Pre-rolls.
Yes.
And we also have infused lemonades as well, too. So
that's the best. I'm looking at that one right now.
Yeah, trust me, they're tasty.
They're tasty right now. I'd probably chug that if I was in there.
You wouldn't make your flight.
Yeah, right.
You'd be sleeping.
Is that THC?
Yeah, it's THC. Yeah, it's infused with distillate, so it's got 250 milligrams in each bottle. So I would say start out with drinking like a quarter of it. Usually it takes about an hour or two to kind of kick in. But once it
edibles
does,
edibles, you're like, oh, I feel fine. Then like you're frozen after 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, anything ingesting takes a couple hours to actually activate and everything. So always be careful. But the one thing with ours, since it's infused with distillate, they literally taste like there's no cannabis in it. So it's easy to drink more than what you're allotted to.
I've taken edibles before. That's probably like the one thing I've taken.
Yeah. Is that kind of big? Do you see that? Obviously, you go to, when you're performing at festivals, do you smell the cannabis in the air when you're at the festivals or?
Yeah, sometimes, for sure. Like if it's like a nightclub, sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, now that it's recreational legal. And honestly, it's a different alternative. As long as everyone's being safe, you know, like they're not smoking THC or taking edibles before they drive or anything like that, then it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's a better alternative than other substances people take sometimes when they go to festivals or clubs, etc. There's so many things out there. But, you know, with your tour dates coming up, you've been doing so many other like collaborations and everything. Do you ever feel like you want to like, because I know Kurt Cobain is like an artist that you admire. Does any of his music ever like inspire you to want to create something similar, like a little bit of rock and EDM?
Yeah, it's tough because to fuse those two sometimes is pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people do it successfully, but yeah, I mean, he inspires me in a sense of like not so much the kind of music, but more like just my passion for music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Kurt Cobain, I mean, there's a lot of the documentaries are there's so many different documentaries about him, and at the end of the day, you just see him as such a genuine person.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like he has no like some people, they just want it for the money or the attention. He just only cares about the music. So that's very true. That's all kind of like, if that's what your passion is, just only care about the music. Yes. And so another cool thing that you've done so many collaborations, and how did that come about? Was it like they were like, hey, John, we want to work with you? Or was it like a buildup of time? Or, I mean, you've been so blessed with working with so many people in the industry that you guys been making magic with.
Yeah, I mean, like my album 13, when I had like Sean Paul on it, I'm actually half Jamaican. My mom's Jamaican. So that worked out that way because we had a mutual friend that was Jamaican, and he linked us up. Sean Paul was actually one of the coolest guys I've ever met. He's like the most humble, laid back guy ever. And then Little John's just been my homie for a while. Who else? Little John, Fat Man Scoop is just my homie. Waka Flocka is the homie. Yeah, usually it's just like based on like just like homie stuff. Then like you know, like the business industry side of it. Some of my stuff coming out right now is more so that coming out pretty soon is like more like business related, not so much friendship related. But most of the things I've done in the past, we just done based off like homie stuff. Like you do this for me, and I'll do some stuff for you, and we're good.
Yes. And do people ever ask you how'd you got your stage name? I feel like I already know the answer, but for the people that are listening that don't know.
My last name is Borger, and then stage name is Borgeous, and then a door guy this guy named Rick worked the door at, I can't remember the name of the club in LA. It's not coming to me right now, but there's just too many. But he used to call me like when I like have people come up to the door and ask my name or say my name, you know, they'd say my name wrong sometimes. So
just like me, people never say my name right.
So he would just say Borgeous. He was like, hey, he's like Borgeous. Like he'd always like say that to me. So it just kind of stuck. And then I started putting out music and DJing. I was like, I need something. And then we're just like joking, I guess, I'm like, all right, cool. And then like I was like doing that, and I was like planning on maybe changing it or figuring something out as I went along the way. And then Tsunami came out, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm stuck with this name.
Yeah, you're stuck.
I like the name.
Oh, yeah,
I like
cool.
the name. Yes. And so you travel so much, and on your social media, you have so many amazing photos of you on tour. And there's like 50,000 people in front of you, and it's just crazy. It's wild. Out of all your tours, what was the most epic one that you can just like pops up in your head occasionally? You're like, wow, that was an amazing, amazing show.
Like festival?
Yes, anything.
EDC Vegas 2 years ago was really good.
Yeah, EDC Vegas, I'm sure. Yeah.
Tomorrowland Brazil was a pretty crazy one. Moonrise in Baltimore was a really, really good one. Yeah, those are probably ones that stick out. For Miami this year was really good.
What was that, Ultra Music Festival?
Yeah.
Nice. I've always wanted to go to
Me
that.
too,
I
yeah.
haven't done that. I've done EDC, but Ultra is one that I want to go to. What is that one that it's in the high desert in Nevada that's around in like end of August? Burning Man.
Oh, the Burning Man
Burning
Festival.
Man, I mean, some DJs perform out there. Would that be something you would ever consider?
That's like more like underground.
Yeah.
Underground, like more like not like dubstep and trap and like you know, in big room, they're like that's like almost like I would never go there and play.
And it's funny, all like everything that you said, all the different like type of genres of EDM, a lot of people that don't even know the industry would be like, well, sounds the same to me, but like people who know it, we're like, that's completely different.
Yeah.
You know, that's dubstep, that's trap. Like,
That's
I mean,
house.
we know it. Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, I had a question. What's your favorite CBD product if you have one?
I don't know. I just have this pen that, because my roommate smokes a lot of weed. And he's all about that. So he had something that he just gave me.
Oh, we'll get you some CBD products, and then you'll be able, next time we talk to you, you'll say, hey, this is my favorite.
We even have Canna hookah as well.
Yeah, we have that's actually how our company got like really on the map, is we actually have a CBD and a THC version. It's basically smoked the same way as hookah, except there's no tobacco and no nicotine. So our THC one has 1,000 milligrams per container. You get about a couple bowls out of it, but that's enough to like basically get at least 20 people high, like off each serving. So, and we have like 7 different flavors, but yeah, that got us on the map because a lot of people who want to try that, they don't like the tobacco, they don't like the nicotine that makes them feel, but that right there, I mean, it's something you got to experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just, my body just like, I don't know what it is. I can't be in public. If I smoke a lot, I could smoke a little and be fine. But if I'm like smoking a lot, I can't be.
Yeah, you're like me. Whenever I do partake in THC, it's just at night. It's literally just to kind of relax, go to sleep. I'm not trying to be in public like that at all. That's just me though.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm kind of curious if there has to be like any artist right now that you want to work with, who would it be?
Man, any genre or just in my genre?
Any genre actually. Sorry, I got you thinking.
I mean, like if I were to pick like a rock group, that'd be like Eddie Vedder would be awesome from Pearl Jam.
Okay.
If I were to choose like hip hop, I would say like probably like Post Malone or like Travis Scott.
Okay, that'd actually be really cool. I could see that Post Malone in you or Travis Scott.
In my industry, probably like the only person I probably haven't collabed with that I really want to probably be like Cascade or somebody like that.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs
Cascade's
in the game
good.
for sure.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been to him since when I was listening to this, house music. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, those are good ones. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and being on Green Talk by Green Care Solutions. And good luck in Asia. You're going to have so much fun. I know you've been many times.
Post from Instagram, so make sure you keep us updated on your trip.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for your time. Everyone who isn't following him already, you can follow him on his Instagram. And what was your website again? It's just borgeousmusic.com, right?
Just Borgeous.com.
Borgeous.com, and his Instagram is Borgeous Music. So, yes, and who knows? Maybe we'll be going to Omnia. We'll be supporting you. And
I love that place.
Yeah, Omnia's fun.
You don't have to twist my arm to go. That's what I have to say.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you so much, John, and everyone that's listening. I'm Yanitza Munoz, and this is Green Talk by Green Care Solutions, and this is my lovely co-host.
And this has been Brian Gonzalez with Green Care Solutions.
Yes, thank you, guys. Adios.
Peace out.
Thank you.